distributor was Goldman Sachs. And they're the ones that, what is it, the last 5 or 6 Department of Treasury secretaries have all come out of there?
And absolutely. And then you look at Chile, Iceland, you look at Greece, you look at all these countries, first world, second world, they're all run by Goldman Sachs people. That's the key heart to this group. A ton of questions straight ahead for Governor Jesse Ventura. The book is a bestseller. Get it at Infowars.com and get your choice of a free film.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Before you throw away your used batteries, you need to listen to this. Now, going green can save money. Go green and save money by giving life to your used batteries by charging them with the Renaissance Charger. The Renaissance Charger uses a new revolutionary battery charging technology that effectively extends the life of new batteries and gives new life to used batteries. Invented by legendary audio genius John Bedini, this unique and patented charging system rejuvenates the electrochemical plate structure in the battery without additives, increasing capacity and maintaining cell integrity. Renaissance Charge offers a full line of products made in the USA for all types and sizes of batteries. Find out why our customers tell us the Renaissance Charger is the only battery charger they will ever use. Save your money. Save the environment. Visit us online at r-charge.com. That's r-charge.com or call us at 208-772-4514. That's 208-772-4514. Be a part of the revolution today.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, the 6th day of April, 2010. Governor Jesse Ventura, an icon of true political independence in this country and worldwide, is our guest, and I'm really honored to have him and honored to count him as a friend. He's a great guy. He's for real. And I want to get into how did he get his TV show on air. We talked about this last time, and he marveled. But now we see the censorship of his book, no book reviews, even though it's number 4 on the New York Times bestseller list. How did that happen? We're going to talk about that in a moment. But first, Governor, I got an email from a lady saying, effective immediately, she's never listening to my radio show again because I played the gun pod footage from the Apaches, killing these reporters, shooting these kids, laughing about it, and then lying about it later. All these other massacre videos. Here's the New York Times today. U.S. forces horrifying Afghanistan cover-up. Obviously, we're not saying the individual troops are all bad, but Pat Tillman went over there, found that it was a fraud, wrote letters home. That's a show you should do. I talked to some of his family. They wouldn't come on air. They believe it was a hit. The evidence came out. They did cover up the friendly fire. They killed him up at point-blank range, 3 shots in the head. I mean, as Fletcher Prouty wrote, and he ran Black Ops, we propped up the Soviets, we set it all up, it's staged, it's eating our entire system. Is it unpatriotic to criticize corrupt, illegal wars?
No, it's not. We went through this in Vietnam. I would think that this country would have a little bit longer memory of the same type of affair took place in Vietnam, where you had the massacre at My Lai. People, and believe me, I'm not blaming the soldiers, I'm blaming the politicians, because it's ultimately their fault. War is the result of failed policy, failed politics, and the end result is war. And so when your politicians fail you, you go to war. And because of their failure, they put our young men and women into these wars. Well, what they did, of course, what they did is not good. But let's remember something. Some of these guys are on their 5th, 6th, and 7th tour over there. They've been hardened now. They've been changed. They are not the same people that left. Trust me on that. And so war, there is nothing great and glorious about war. War is the worst thing man's ever come up with. And that's killing each other over what? Political reasons, religion, whatever stupidity we might decide to go to war and murder each other over. And so, no, you are not wrong in showing this, because what's wrong is sheltering people from it. That's why these wars are going on, Alex, is because the American people have been sheltered. The media is not portraying what's happening over there, and they're not even showing the body bags when they come home.
Well, you're absolutely right. And you talked about Fletcher Prouty, who ran Black Ops in the Pentagon. That's on record, the liaison to the CIA. And he's documenting how they made the decision at the end of World War II to attack third world countries, to divide them, to never have an outcome, so the armaments industries could make a lot of money and get a lot of power. And then we sit here and say that's exactly what Afghanistan and Iraq are. We know this is the policy of divide and conquer. We know they're turning our country into a militarized surveillance police state, and it's our right as citizens to say that we don't want to be part of these illegal wars that George Washington said that we shouldn't be involved in foreign wars.
Well, again, I guess sometimes a war is justified, There are occasions, where a war you've got to go fight because there may be a tyrant like Adolf Hitler out there. And that type of situation. But ever since World War II, you cannot tell me one war that has been justified.
But you talked about it being a failed policy, failed from our perspective, but if we know they're premeditated to be quagmires to make money, then it's not a failed policy. They say the war on drugs is a failure. There's more drugs, more people in prison. But for the big banks and the military-industrial complex, that's a success.
Oh, yeah, very much so. People need to always remember there are profiteers at war. There are people that wait for war because they become exceptionally wealthy when there's wars fought. And these are the people that lead, these are the lobbyists that get those secret team guys at that level of government to move forward. Like, here's what Prouty also brings out very clearly. He brings out the fraud of the CIA. We all believe the CIA is there to gather intelligence, right?
Yes.
Well, Prouty says that's about 10% of what they do. The other 90% is carrying out these military agendas and creating the wars.
And assassinations.
Yeah. Well, that's what helps create the wars. See, they were designed by Harry Truman to not set policy. They were supposedly to be there only to provide information for the president. And Allen Dulles, Prouty makes it very clear that Allen Dulles, and of course he's neck deep, a member of the Warren Commission and all that on Kennedy, Allen Dulles is the one that created today's CIA, this independent rogue outlaw state that is uncontrollable now even by our own government. They're on their own now. They're cowboys.
Where do you see this going? Because I have a Bloomberg report here in my stack where the federal government is telling private and public pension funds you must invest, quote, in failed banks, and now they're getting ready to go after